blood pressure to drop even further? No. Because if I did, now, does that happen sometimes? Yes. You know what we call that? Shock. Okay. But under normal physiological conditions, not pathophysiological conditions, every arrow I draw better go that way. Because if I go this way, that's a bummer, dude. Yeah. Gonna die. All right. So mild vasoconstrictor. What does that do? Tell me what that does to radius to the fourth. Does that mean it goes up or down? Down, right? That's vasoconstriction. It goes down a little bit, but it goes down. And when it goes down, tell me what that does to the resistance. That makes the resistance go up. And what does an increase in, remember, that's what we're looking at there, right? So if we just increase the resistance, what did that do to my blood pressure? It goes up. Okay? Is that all right? It's not the end of the story.
Jesus.
Floating around inside my blood is an inactive hormone, we could call it a prohormone if you will, called angiotensinogen. Used by the liver, floating around in blood plasma, doing nothing. Okay. And in the presence of renin, however, angiotensinogen becomes activated, and it becomes angiotensin 1. Okay? Now angio, do you know what the root word angio means? Vessel. Yeah, vessel. You heard of angioplasty, right, or something like that? Angio is vessel. Okay. Tense. When you tense up, what do? What do your muscles do?
Contract.
They contract. So here, I'm going to contract muscles in my vessels. So, what is it? Is it a vasoconstrictor or a vasodilator? Is it also a mild vasoconstrictor? Okay. Now, if you're a mild vasoconstrictor, what does that do to radius to the fourth? Decreases it a little bit. If you decrease radius to the fourth, what does that do to the resistance? Increases. If you increase the resistance, what does that do to your blood pressure? Goes up also. Okay, good. We got no problem so far, right? Everything's raising blood pressure. Okay? Not nearly the end of the story yet. Also floating around in the blood, and it seems to actually be produced by endothelial cells of capillaries, and in particular pulmonary capillaries, which is kind of weird, that doesn't matter. There is an enzyme called angiotensin converting enzyme, which we abbreviate ACE. Have you heard of ACE before? Yeah, you may have heard of ACE inhibitors before. Right? We use them to treat high blood pressure, actually, so you'll see why in just a second. Now, angiotensin converting enzyme is an enzyme that converts what? Angiotensin. Yeah, this is not hard. Not chemistry or anything. And it converts angiotensin 1 into, how about another form of angiotensin, and if it's not number 1, it's number 2. Angiotensin 2.
Very creative.
Okay with that so far? Angio, vessel, tensin, contract. So this is a vasoconstrictor or a vasodilator? Constrictor. In fact, it is the most powerful vasoconstrictor your body produces. Okay, so what does that do to radius to the fourth? Decreases it by a lot. Right? So it really clamps down. And if you decrease radius to the fourth by a lot, what does that do to the resistance?
Increases resistance.
Really increases the resistance by a lot. And what does that do to your blood pressure? Really
Goes
increases the blood pressure by a lot. Now this is why, if I have hypertension, actually I don't, but my mother does, and she's been on medication, gosh, since I was a kid, she was like 40 or something. She's been on an ACE inhibitor for 30 years. Why is an ACE inhibitor effective in treating her hypertension? Is because it prevents this conversion. So instead of having a mild or a powerful vasoconstrictor, she has a mild vasoconstrictor. But that's not the real reason why. The real reason why is because angiotensin II does a whole bunch of other stuff to the body too that raises blood pressure. And let me show you what that is. So here all we've done is affect resistance. Now we're going to affect some other things. Angiotensin II, not only does it